Hello y'all, this is a notes video for 2.10, in case I'm not there tomorrow because I don't feel great, so I don't think I'm going to be. So here's your quick write. Whoever's playing this video, if you could pause this so that they could complete their quick write, that would be great. So you are writing slopes that are parallel and perpendicular to those three slopes there. So a slope of 2/3, a slope of -5, and an undefined slope. If I were you, I would make the same little table that I made there and then fill it out. So pause this video and then start it when you're ready to move on. Okay, so 2.10, we are looking at parallel and perpendicular lines again. This time we are doing a new form of an equation called point slope form. So what we already know is that parallel lines have the same slope. That is still true, still will be true. And then perpendicular lines have slopes that are opposite reciprocals. So we take that fraction, we flip it over, and then we make it positive. If it's negative, we make it negative if it's positive. So we switch the positive and negative. We have this new form of an equation called point slope form. It is written, I'm trying to get a highlighter here, right here for you. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. In point slope form, it is called point slope because we use one point. So the point is going to be this x1 and this y1. So that is our ordered pair or a point. And then m is our slope. Okay, in this first problem, we are going to write an equation in point slope form for the line that is parallel to y equals 1/2 x plus 3 and crosses through 6, 2. So we are given our original line. So I'm actually going to start by graphing that one because we're going to end up having to graph both of them. So we're going to start with our original line. This is me just graphing this y equals 1/2 x plus 3. So I'm going to start at 3. I'm going to graph a slope of 1/2. So I'm going to go up 1, right 2, up 1, right 2, up 1, right 2. I can go down into the left as well. And then I'm going to connect all of those. Which I know that's not perfect, but it's the best I can do on the iPad right now. Okay. We want to write an equation in point slope form that is parallel to that crosses through 6, 2. So parallel to that is going to have the exact same slope. So since this slope right here is 1/2, parallel to that is going to have a slope of 1/2. Then we are given an ordered pair. This 6, 2, this is our x1, this is our y1. So 6, 2 are my x1 and my y1. Okay, we are now going to plug that all into this equation. I'm going to rewrite my equation right here so I can zoom in and we see what we're plugging into. So that's me just rewriting that. So I have the form. Okay, so now I can plug in y minus y1. So that's going to be y minus 2. So my y1 value is 2 equals m, that's my slope, 1/2, times x minus x1. So it's going to be x minus 6. A couple things to notice. The minus is part of the equation, so we leave that minus in there. All right, now we don't know how to graph that, so we are going to convert it to slope-intercept form, just like we converted in 2.7. Yeah, when we did standard form, one of our options was to convert. We're going to convert here as well. So to convert, it's going to be 2 steps. I'm going to distribute this fraction, so this 1/2 x times 1/2 minus 6. So I'm going to leave this y minus 2 here. 1/2 times x is 1/2 x. Half of -6 is -3. And I'm going to add 2 to both sides. So I get y equals 1/2 x. And then -3 plus 2 is -1. So I'm ready to go ahead and graph that. So going back to my graph. I'm going to put a dot at -1. Do a slope of 1/2. So I go up 1, right 2. Right 2, up 1, right 2. I can also go down and to the left. I can connect all of those. And then when you are done, you can check to make sure that you correctly did this. Is this line parallel to the other one? Yes. Does it cross through the point 6, 2? Yes, it does. All right, we've got one more example on the back for a perpendicular line. You guys can work on your assignment and then your project. So this one wants us to write a line for an equation that is perpendicular to y equals negative 3x plus 2 and crosses through negative 3, negative 1. And then convert to slope-intercept form, graph both lines. I am once again going to graph the original line first. So I'm going to start at a y-intercept of 2, the slope of negative 3, down 3, right 1, down 3, right 1, down 3, right 1. Could also go up into the left one time. All right, so my slope there was negative 3 over 1. I now want to find an equation that is perpendicular to that. So to find a perpendicular slope, I'm going to make this a fraction, negative 3 over 1. I'm going to flip that over to be 1/3, and since it was already negative, I'm going to leave it positive. So a perpendicular slope to negative 3 is 1/3. From there, I need to find my x1 and y1, which are going to be negative 3 and negative 1. Okay. Once again, I'm going to write down my equation right here, so I've got it close by. My minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, something to notice on this one. There is a minus in the equation, and my x1 and y1 values are both negative. So I'm going to end up with minus and negative here. So we're going to write it like that, and then we'll deal with it. So plugging in my three numbers, I'm going to have y minus my y1, which is negative 1, equals m, my slope, which is 1/3, times x minus my x1, which is negative 3. So I've got y minus negative 1 equals 1/3 times x minus negative 3. Subtracting a negative is the same thing as adding a positive. So instead of y minus negative 1, I can flip that to y plus 1. And if you want to do that right away, you can. I just wanted to show you guys in the notes. And then x minus negative 3 is also x plus 3. Okay, from there, we can solve for y to convert it to slope-intercept form. So I'm going to distribute this 1/3. 1/3 times x is just 1/3 x. 1/3 times 3, a third of 3 is 1, equals y plus 1. I can finish solving. I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. I get y equals 1/3 x, and then 1 minus 1 is 0. So I have a y-intercept of 0 on this one. So when I go graph, I start at my y-intercept of 0, and my slope is 1/3. So I go up 1, right 3, up 1, right 3, and I can also go down 1, left 3, down 1, left 3. I can connect all of those, and then I can see that I cross at a right angle here. That is good. That means they're perpendicular. And I can see that I cross the point, negative 3, negative 1. Awesome. That is a wrap on notes. You guys can go ahead and get started working on your assignment.